Joining us right now on the KDON Live line, as he does each Friday, Kevin Richards from Ventura Web Design. And Kevin, thanks so much for being with us. I appreciate it.
Hey, Alan, good morning. It sounds like you're having a great time out there.
We are having a blast out here. We always do. Tim and the Brooks and the whole crew out here treat us very, very well. Nice people. Nice, good family environment out here. Let me get right into it because we don't have a lot of time. We've got a lot of things to talk about. I want to talk about Facebook fatigue. You know, as marketers are starting to give in and build their social presence, you know, it seems that the so-called highly coveted demographic of teens, everybody wants a younger demo always, they're fleeing the site. They're going. First of all, where are they going if they're leaving Facebook? And, you know, is Facebook in danger of becoming a thing of the past like MySpace?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. There used to be a great social networking website called MySpace. It certainly still exists, but who uses it? You take a look at the other social networks that are out there. There's Google+, there's Twitter, there's Pinterest. And, of course, there's Instagram that Facebook owns. And Instagram is the only other social network site that Facebook acknowledges that the younger demographic is defecting to.
Which it's called what now?
Instagram. And
Instagram.
The difference between Instagram and Facebook is that on Facebook it's more of a conversation. There's more information put out there. On Instagram, it's simply posting of a photo and maybe, a very short comment.
Oh, okay. Facebook has your whole history and everything like that. So the teens are going over there to Instagram. And so, I mean, what's the chance of Facebook going the way of MySpace? And again, MySpace may still be out there, but I never hear anyone ever talk about it. I remember when it started up, I even got on MySpace, and I don't even know what my code is anymore. I haven't looked at it in years. So that's like a dying, a thing out there. Is Facebook in danger of going the way of MySpace?
Well, it's kind of interesting. There's a high cost of switching from Facebook if you're a user of that. Basically, if you've put a lot of information in there, you've built your timeline, you're using it as a way to teach your family and your grandkids what you've done, you can't easily pull that information out. And it's funny, it's kind of ironic, that's also why the younger demographic is leaving Facebook, because the older demographic has started to use it, so it's becoming less and less cool.
Wow. All right. But there's no danger of it going away at this point, though.
I don't think so. With more than 1 billion active users and 665 million users using it at least once per day, it's a pretty popular social networking tool. Google is really investing everything they've got into making Google Plus work. They're trying to integrate it across all of their channels. Certainly that's where you could look to, if you're a small business owner, look to your Google Plus strategy and make sure that you have a good presence there as well, because that might be where it goes next.
All right, let's jump to the next one. I want to talk about Checkout. We know what PayPal is, but Checkout was a tool that Google tried, and they weren't able to get the traction and compete with PayPal. So I understand that Google is closing that service after a few short years. So what's next in the world of online payments besides PayPal? What's going to be big? Can you see into the future with your crystal ball?
A little bit. There's a new tool called Squared, and basically it's got a lot of backing. Starbucks is behind it, and it's a really inexpensive tool for small business owners to utilize to accept credit cards. They have a flat rate fee. They also have a percentage fee. So, definitely they're looking to get into the retail point-of-sale systems, because that's kind of where Google Checkout failed. They were unable to really get the traction from retailers. If you go to Home Depot in certain locations, you can actually utilize your PayPal to check out right at the register in store. And Google has realized that they're not going to be able to get the traction. So Google is looking to put their focus into a new product called Google Wallet. And their ultimate goal at Google is to make it so you don't need to carry your wallet anymore. You have everything you need on your cell phone. And that does eventually include encouraging states to allow you to put your driver's license onto your Google Wallet.
But but PayPal, it seems, has cornered the market in this area. I mean, so anyone else who comes along, Google's new one or Squared or anyone, they're in an uphill battle.
It's very much an uphill battle, and that's the game. Being first to market with a good product gets you a huge advantage.
Wow, and right now PayPal has that advantage, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
All right, I want to talk about a couple of other things. Stay with me, would you please?
Absolutely.
I'm talking with Kevin Richards. He's the owner of Ventura Web Design, and by way of disclosure, that is the web design company that I do use. We are talking with Kevin Richards, though, right now from Ventura Web Design. And Kevin, I thank you for being with me this morning.
Hey, Alan, thanks for having me.
Only have a few minutes here, so I want to get right into it. Someone told me during the break, because they were listening to the interview with us, the two of us talking, and they said that MySpace actually has been rebranded by Justin Timberlake, concentrating on music, and now teens are going back there, to be able to, to see this music website. What do you know about that?
Well, Justin Timberlake's been working on that for a couple of years now, and he's definitely done a good job of rebranding MySpace. But once you've lost your audience, it's going to be very difficult to bring it back, no matter how cool you make it. He's focusing on music artists because he feels that's the way to get that demographic back, and he certainly, has some experience in that industry. Now, talking about the entertainment industry, have you heard about Justin Bieber's new waiver that he wants his party guests to sign?
No, I have not.
Yeah, TMZ is reporting that if you want to be a party goer at his California mansion, you need to sign a waiver saying that you're not going to tweet, Instagram, or blog about anything that happens in that mansion. And he wants a $5 million penalty if you do.
Yeah, I'm going to start having people, I think, sign waivers that come into my house, too.
Yeah.
Why not? Boy, I'm telling you. But he's 19, and he wants to, that, and he wants to know how successful he's been. Of course, he got booed by his fans the other night, but, when you're 19, your head's bigger than the rest of your body. It just doesn't work too well.
Well, I just want to know what's going on in there, if it's worth $5 million for just a photo of what's happening. It sounds pretty interesting.
You and I both want to know. All right, let's get into this real quick. We have a few minutes left. A California judge has now said that Kohl's is doing something which they say is an unfair practice. Kohl's gives discounts, and I know a lot of people who shop at Kohl's, but it's been alleged that they mark things up before they discount them. I mean, they take a regular price, mark it up, and they discount it down. Now, if that's going on, how can this be monitored with online realtors, from doing the same exact thing? Doesn't this open every retailer for constant lawsuits and scrutiny?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, if you look at Kohl's experience, similar to the JCPenney shopping experience, everything is always on sale. And if you know anything about retail, you know that retailers have a fairly slim margin at the end of the day. So when they're offering a 25% discount or even 40 or 50%, you know that something's going on there. And what the judge said is that price advertisements matter, and when consumer purchases merchandise, when the consumer buys merchandise based on the false price information, and when the consumer alleges that he would not have made that purchase but for the misrepresentation, that consumer has standing to sue. But the funny thing is, how are you going to monitor the pricing of a particular product over the entire lifetime of that product? And then how are you going to claim that you're being unfairly preyed upon as a consumer?
Especially online, where you've got 50 gazillion products.
Absolutely. If you've got
all different companies.
Yeah, exactly. Our standard retailer has anywhere from 500 to 10,000 products. And for them to price monitor and to prove that the original price of a product was higher and now they're discounting it, that's just an unfair burden on retailers.
Well, it is, absolutely. And so there's no way to be able to monitor this on a realistic basis.
You just think of how many products there are on Amazon.com alone. There's, hundreds of thousands.
Yep, I go there all the time. I know what you're talking about. Kevin Richards, Ventura Web Design. If you want to find out more about Ventura Web Design, they do an absolutely fabulous job. Just take a look at my website, allenstock.com. Go to allenstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll see the little logo that says Ventura Web Design. Click onto that, and you are home with Ventura Web Design. Kevin Richards, the proprietor over there. Kevin, I want to thank you so much for being with us. We won't be doing it next week because we're going to be out doing the Children's Miracle Network, but I will definitely talk to you the week after.
You got it. We'll talk about Google conversational search and how it's just like Star Trek.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Thanks, Alan.
All right. Kevin Richards joining us from Ventura Web Design.